Welcome back, kings and queens of Kaiju. Today we are playing Mechagodzilla 2. Yes, it's practically the same character with three unique differences. Let me show you. Not a bad opponent, robot against robot. One important change. Finger guns! Rotating finger guns! That is powerful. And you can keep doing it too. Amazing. The difference it makes. Fire them off! No! And there is one thing you can actually do with him as well that you couldn't do with Mechagodzilla. When he's at 20% and you get grabbed by an opponent, his head basically destroys itself and he can use like this powerful beam. I've never seen it, nor have I ever actually used it yet. But I did see a video where someone was playing as Godzilla and they managed to get Mechagodzilla down to 20% and then they grabbed him. Why it has to be a grab, I'm not so sure. Maybe it's because it's lore accurate due to the fact that Godzilla tried to remove the head before. And then, you know, lo and behold, he basically got the powerful beam coming from the top of his head. Well, that's pretty powerful at close range. Finger guns! Oh yeah! Finish him off with a rainbow. The power of pride, bitch! What are you gonna do against my finger guns? Fuck all. You can just spam it as well. Especially against opponents that get easily staggered like this. Oh, I can't do that. Too far. The arc differentiates. It's not staggering anymore for some reason. Force field. Strong ass punch Mechagodzilla has. Ah, round 3 it seems. Taste the power of finger guns. His back is impervious to finger guns. What can I do? Powerful finger guns. Fire. Powerful finger guns. Fire. Powerful finger guns. Fire! Ute! Ute! Fire! This is so powerful. You can just spam this all day at a certain range. This is just stupid. Unless you have someone of high mobility, this is just a stupid attack to overcome. Look at this! I can just kill him like this all day long. Fire! Ute! This is like what the fucking British redcoats must have trained for. You know, one line is firing muskets and the second line is already firing by the time the first line is already setting up their rifles. Fire Ute! Ute! Oh my lord. He can't do anything! Maybe if he used his underground ability, he might be able to get close enough to me. Might have fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. Rainbow! 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 That's enough distance to do it again. Boom! Boom, baby! Oh, I got it off. Wait. Now fire. Oh. Still alive, are you? Try me. He tried me. He tried me. Oh my god, you can just spam the finger guns, honestly. It's a shame that the Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla didn't have like those finger guns things. He had like cranes for fingers. I didn't like that really. I mean, he did have shoulder rockets, which was okay in a certain sense, but I feel like it would have... It just took away from the character not having those, like, finger guns, you know? And then he had something called a proton scream, which was basically just a red thing that came out of his mouth. Which I suppose is alright, but Mechagodzilla's trait is the eye beams, you know, those rainbow eye beams. It kind of just took away from his character, really. But yeah, he was kind of controlled by Mechagodzilla, so... Sorry, not Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah. Like, through a synapses link in the brain, basically, from his already existing skull. Which might possibly lead to the possibility of a Mecha King Ghidorah. I would like to see that. Maybe the return of Charles Dance, where he might take control of the head in one way, shape or form. Like, he might steal it back from Apex, you know, might do something with that, you never know. Could possibly happen. Because hell, I'm always down for more Charles Dance, the man's a brilliant actor. Finger guns! Spin! Finger guns! They're so powerful. Finger guns! I love that bit in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla where he's like unloading everything on them, and then there's just some buildings in the bottom right of him, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll blow those up too. He's just like, yeah, fuck you too. Just shows how immensely powerful Mechagodzilla is. And I think in Mechagodzilla 2, that was actually the first time Godzilla had ever faced more than one opponent with no allies. Although I'm not really counting, like, you know, Godzilla vs. M.E.C.H.A or, like, the sea monster, because honestly, it was just a giant fucking lobster. And then there was that flying bird that came out of nowhere, and he just singed it. It was like, okay, there was no need to bring that in, because he just immediately destroyed it. And we only got like a cameo of Mothra in that film for like, what, 4 scenes where she's mostly asleep half of the time. Finger guns, bitch! Parry this, you filthy alien. It's so powerful! Fucking parry this, bitch. Quick, finger guns! They saved the day. Oh, he dodged it! Bitch, 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 bitch. I'll finger blast you instead, how about that? Come at me, boy! You ain't shit! He's shit! He is the shit! He is the dog's bollocks, as we say. I have to hit his body to do any type of damage. None of that. Yeah, enough of that. Science wins the day. Let's go. Godzilla. I tell you what, if Godzilla hadn't have fought Kong those 3 times and practically just travelled all around the globe, I feel like he could have had enough energy to take on Mechagodzilla. I mean, he did last quite a bit whilst fighting him. Because we're forgetting that these are, although they're giant-ass monsters, at the end of the day, they're still creatures in the Monsterverse version. And they do get tired, they do need sustenance. So it's a possibility that exhaustion could have played into the fact that Godzilla definitely got bodied in that film. Why are you backing away from me? Taste my volley, bitch! Finger guns! Go! Ute! Finger guns! Blast him! I feel like they scaled down 2014 Godzilla just for this, because every other kaiju, in the Japanese versions at least, are roughly, what, 100 feet tall? Maybe 50 feet tall? Something like that? 50 meters or so? About 50 feet? Yeah, not that big, but also big enough to at least stand the same size as a building, you know. Decent size. But everything has to be bigger and better in America, you know, everything, you know. You know, our kaiju's got to be big, our burgers have got to be big, our cigarettes have got to be big, our women have got to be big. You know, it's just strange. Alright, now we can move on to Biollante. Probably the second most powerful behind King Ghidorah, I'd say. It all depends on how you use them, really. But yeah, Biollante is strong. She is disgustingly strong. Like, so strong that I don't even need to use her, like, acid breath. Like, look at this. I've got insane range. My X ability has took down, like, a quarter of his health already. Look at the destructive capabilities. I mean, yeah, the breath is damaging, but it's nowhere near as powerful as, like, just running at them. So powerful. Biollante's story is actually one of the most unique ones. They actually reached out and asked people, you know, write us a story. You know, we'd be very interested to see how you can actually handle storytelling. And they did it quite nicely, how Biollante was like a creation of Godzilla's cells mixed with a flower, but also mixed with the soul of a scientist's daughter in a certain sense, you know. And I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea that they used Godzilla's cells, but in the form of a plant in a certain sense. And it was, although it was kind of like the same thing what they did with Space Godzilla, at least this story had more of a convincing creation to the character than Space Godzilla, because it was just Godzilla with some crystals on his back, if you think about it. Also, there were two stories that convoluted Space Godzilla. Like, the original plan would have been just fine, but they had to add in a second thesis on how he became what he was, basically. Like, the original was that when Mothra left Earth to go out into space to try and, like, stop the meteoroid that was coming towards Earth, some DNA that she had picked up from Godzilla in their fight with M.E.C.H.A kind of like leaked out into space, and then that formed into a black hole, and then it got spat out of a white hole, and then came like this crystallization form of like Space Godzilla. And then there was like this other theory that like, what was it, when Godzilla somehow, I don't know what it was, somehow when Biollante died and she went into the atmosphere, the DNA from Biollante created Space Godzilla in a certain sense. I feel like one explanation was fine, you didn't need to like add a second one. But yeah, I kind of prefer the Mothra one version because she actually goes into space, whereas Biollante just dies. And if you die, it should stay in the atmosphere and it shouldn't like go up out into space, whereas Mothra had more of a feasible opportunity because she was already in space, so the DNA would have gotten there. But yeah, it's just all convoluted and all that, it's just strange. But honestly, Biollante was probably one of the most creative Kaiju villains of all time, really. And she was one of the biggest. She actually made Godzilla look small. And I think she's the only other female Kaiju apart from Mothra and Megaguirus. And yes, Megaguirus is female, don't at me at that. I know my Kaiju lore. Megaguirus is definitely a fucking female. Which I believe she was also a byproduct of Godzilla's DNA in one way, shape or form. I don't know what else she was meshed with, but I'm pretty sure it was Godzilla's DNA that made up the bulk of her DNA, basically. This is how seamless it is to fight with Biollante. I can just talk to you guys and not focus. This is how powerful she is. This is just... How can you defend against this? This is just stupid. Look at this stuff. Oh, you have a force field. I don't care. I'll just fucking run through that. This is just bad. This is bad designing. Can you imagine this as a competitive game? No one would play anyone other than Biollante. I mean, she's got a big surface area, which means if you're a ranged attacker, you could probably do something. But even then, with her like tentacle abilities, with the vines like going through the earth and hitting you where you stand, there's nothing you can do. I think it's actually unlimited range as well. Like, let me see if I can just back up. I don't think I can because Dragon's just gonna come walking towards me. I wanted to see if the range on this had like no attrition to it, like if it had no distance or not. Yeah, you're not doing that to me again, mate. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's the distance is set basically. Like, look at this. Yeah, it's wherever the character is. That is just broken tracking. I'm able to hit him no matter where he is, basically. That is just stupid. Biollante is truly a fucking worthy opponent of Godzilla. Got bodied by Mothra guy again. They're not going to be able to do anything against Biollante. Kind of a crocodile meshed with a vegan diet. That's what I like to think about. Oh, this will be an interesting matchup. Ghidorah versus Biollante. Now that I would like to see. Like the villains duking it out, you know? King Ghidorah versus Destroyer versus Biollante versus Mechagodzilla. Why don't we have that? When Destroy All Monsters came around, and it was mostly just like stupid fucking alien filler of the aliens using the kaiju to like beat the shit out of humanity, why did it just turn into a 5-minute brawl between like all of the other kaiju and the lesser known ones and King Ghidorah? They should have just added all of the villains that they could think of and put them into that film, basically. Like any known fucking kaiju villain, and just had a big massive brawl. People would love that shit. Hell, Japan, Toho, if you're listening right now, I would love it. I would literally worship the ground you walked on. I worship the ground Toho walks on now, really. Although they've got a bit of a copyright issue thing with people that want to do content on Godzilla. It's just kind of silly, because the more people that do content, the more viewership and more following you get, basically, which is a shame, because I'm sure people would love to do more viewer stuff on Godzilla. But yeah, just having a big massive brawl between like the 4 main villains, like Destroyer, Biollante, King Ghidorah and Gigan, I'd see that. I'd sit down and watch that any day. That would be lovely to see. Boom, just bodied him. Bodied King Ghidorah. Here's your queen, baby. Biollante of the villains. I'll say about 4 charges and I'll have him dead. Alright, I'll say 5. I'll say 5. Nah, it's gotta be 6. Alright, 7. Alright, 8. Alright, 9. 9 charges it took me to kill him. That's just me pressing one button. This is how broken Biollante is. She needs a rework. She needs a rework. She's so broken. Oh my god. That is so broken. Don't know why it keeps giving me cells. I'm already done on the evolution side of things. Let me show you my evolution of all my characters. Everyone is maxed. This took me 80 years to achieve. You can see my player rank, 574. I got this game back when the game was like 50 quid, something like that. This game is so rare that you can't find it on the PlayStation Store anymore. So I'm happy I have this, and I'm so happy that I managed to platinum this game, because this was hard to do. Like, look at all these levels. It's not just like abilities, there's figures, 20 figures of Godzilla, 10 for Anguirus, and so on and so forth, basically. It's just immense. Yeah, don't bite my get off my wire, you bastard! My dog is biting my wire. Stop it! What are you doing? That's my mic wire, you fucker. Yeah, don't look at me like some hurt puppy. You know you shouldn't be doing it. You don't see me playing with your toys and biting into your chew toy, now do you? Silly bugger. Alright. We'll do Mecha King Ghidorah, and then we'll end for today, and then we'll carry on with Batra, the Larva in the adult stage, and then Super Mecha Godzilla for the next time out. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, talking to Mecha Godzilla. Oh, so the dog flipped over in my lap. Sorry, boy. I can't see. He's so big. Can he see? Settle down. Sit. Sit. I'm killing kaijus right now. I'm killing kaijus. Calm down. Let me show you how powerful his breath is. Look at this! Look at this! This is so broken. I love that his beam is blue and the others are yellow. Just shows the distinction. Jesus. This is how I was able to get, like, my fastest time was with Mecha Godzilla's beam. I keep calling him Mecha Godzilla. Mecha King Ghidorah's beam, I'm sorry. 40 seconds, that was just quick. Alright. I might try and go for the world record. Let's see if we can do this. Everyone else has done it with Mecha King Ghidorah, so let me see if I can do it. This is the way you do it. You get him into the corner. Get him into the corner. Do your beam. And then finish him off with a second beam. That's all you do. That's all you do with King Ghidorah. Mecha King Ghidorah. Like 26 seconds. Nearly 27 seconds. That is disgusting timing. That is disgusting. 28 seconds. Nearly. Yeah, I was 9 seconds slower that time. Because I had to push him away with my wings. If this is the third match, I might be able to just beat my own time. Oh, it's M.E.C.H.A. He's very staggerable. Okay, should be able to do this. Dude, come on! And I just flew past him. I flew past him. Fuck off, you fucking spamming dickhead. That's the first decent attack I've gotten on him. That's already been a minute. Oh, you bastard. That just demolished him. It's the timing. If I could have just got the timing down, I would have been able to do something. That ruined the run. Mine is like 3 minutes something, so there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I've still got one more round after this as well. Run him into the building, I should be able to get him in. Never mind. Never mind. Ah, the breath. The breath always fucks me. And I just flew past him. Yeah, if you can hit them point blank range, it just destroys them, demolishes them. Yeah, there's no way I'm beating my previous record. I think it was at like 3 minutes, 15 seconds, 10, something like that. Oh, burning Godzilla, okay. As long as I don't get hit by his breath, we should be okay. We'll be lucky if we could beat him in under 30 seconds. Set off the thing too early. Use your ability. Oh god, you spamming cunt. Killed him 7 seconds earlier that time. Yeah, 2 minutes and 13 seconds, .92 is the world records at the moment. Mine, I'm at 1,489, so quite a lot of people are under the 3 minute mark. So mine is 3 minutes and 31 seconds, .68. Yeah, I'm nowhere near the 2 minute mark, basically. Alright, well, I will see you in the next episode, lads and ladies. Take care, my friends.